Thank you, and welcome to tonight's Fort Wayne Community School Board of Trustees School Board meeting for Monday, June 22nd. We start all meetings with the Pledge of Allegiance. So if you please rise. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Next, we'll take roll call. Steve?
Good evening, Steve Corona from the 5th District.
Good evening, Maria Norman, Member at Large.
Julie Hollingsworth, District 1.
Antoinette Payne, District 4.
Noah Smith, Member at Large, and to my left is Dr. Mark Daniel, our Superintendent, and our Clerk of the Court, Angela Hiller. We'll start tonight's meeting with, thank you, the oath of office. As Willie Burton was voted to fill District 3 seat on June 8th, we will now ask Willie to approach the podium here, where Ms. Filler will administer the oath of office to you, Willie, and you can join us on the dais.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I solemnly swear or affirm
I solemnly swear to
that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America,
that the Constitution of the State of Indiana
the Constitution of the State of Indiana,
and the laws of the United States and the State of Indiana.
the laws of the United States and the State of Indiana.
I will faithfully execute the duties of my office
I will faithfully execute the duties of my office
as a member of this governing body, so help me God.
as a member of the discovery body, so help me God.
This completes the oath. Welcome to the FWCS School Award.
Thank you, Willie. Thank you, Angela. We're glad you're here, Willie.
Thank you.
Next, we'll do our awards and recognitions. Tony, if you don't mind reading the first one on the VEX Robotics team from Weiser Park.
All right. It is recommended that the board recognize Weiser Park VEX Koala team who successfully qualified for and competed in the 2026 VEX Robotics World Championship in St. Louis in April 2026. The Weiser Park VEX Koala Bots robotics team had an exceptional season, winning a regional VEX tournament and advancing to the Indiana State VEX tournament before earning a spot at the VEX Robotics World Championship. Competing against teams from around the world, the Koala Bots proudly represented Weiser Park and FWCS through their dedication, teamwork, and engineering excellence. Please come forward as your name is called so that we may congratulate you. Walter Bryden, Charles Hausman, Wesley Heminger, and Jay Johnson. We also have Ben Kramer as coach and Melissa Plum principal. Congratulations.
Violent.
Good job, koalas.
Yes, good job.
Koala bots. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, Julie, would you mind reading the National Merit Scholarship, please?
I would be honored. It's recommended that the board recognize Neve Quinn, a 2026 graduate of New Tech Academy at Wayne, who was awarded a National Merit Scholarship. Back in October 2025, the board recognized Neve as a semifinalist out of the 15,000 semifinalists who represented the top 1% score in the state of Indiana. 7,140 were selected. Ms. Quinn has received the college-sponsored scholarship, which is a renewable award up to 4 years, and she will be attending Indiana University. So, Neve, please come forward so that we may congratulate you. I don't know if you want your parents to join you. I was just going to have her announce that what she's going to do next year, because I knew that our superintendent would also be excited.
Which is what? I didn't hear what she's going to do.
She's going to go to Indiana University to study mathematics with the intention of...
Being a high school math.
Ms. Hollingsworth was a long-time math teacher, so you know
And
that.
so was Dr. Daniels.
Thank you.
Thanks, Pete.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
Next, we'll get a video of the graduation highlights from 2026. Always a fun time of the year.
One thing that FWCS does that's different than from a lot of other school districts is that just the connections, but also the opportunities that they give you through AMPLAB, Anthus, or any of those half-day or half-day programs. It sets you up for a lot of, we'll see what you want to focus on for your future life rather than how you're doing in high school and just taking regular classes. It really sets you up for your future.
Looking back, I'd say the biggest opportunities that really made a difference to me was probably my internship at DuPont Hospital, because it helped me kind of get a grasp on what I want to do in the future. I'll be attending IU Indianapolis, majoring in diagnostic sonography and then minoring in health management.
When I came to Wayne High School, I felt loved. I've been up since about 5 a.m., so it's a real exciting moment. Blessed and highly favored to be able to be here on this stage today. Graduating from high school means to me it's a real sentimental thing. My father wasn't able to graduate, but being here today, honoring him while he's in heaven to graduate is a really big thing for me and my family.
At Fort Wayne Virtual Academy, the experience that helped me the most was just the teachers and how positive they were. I always enjoyed it in class. It always felt like with certain classes that the stress just went away and that I was able to enjoy it and actually focus on what I was learning and make connections with my teachers and friends.
All the experiences have been great. Just the opportunities like the IB program and the dual credit classes that we've been given to select, they've been amazing to change my path throughout high school and ultimately which will lead to the next level, college.
So I'm going to go into engineering at Purdue, and just the higher level classes, the dual credit classes of my math really help prepare me to know what I'm going to see in college. So obviously it's really exciting, but it really hasn't sunk in yet that I'm not going to be going back. It feels like tomorrow I'm about to walk through the main commons again. But I'm really excited for what the future holds, and I'm excited to keep up with all my groups and like music departments here at Northrop and see what great things they do.
I think I can speak on behalf of my fellow board members that graduation is always a fun time of year, and even though some of us don't have students still in the district, it's always great to see the kids' excitement and their bewilderment and their confusion all at the same time. So next,
That looked like a large virtual academy graduating class.
I think it doubled last year's, right?
Almost doubled, over 100 plus.
Wow.
That's great.
Yeah.
Next, we'll review the consent agenda. I'll entertain motions for the consent agenda. Move approval. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Steve. Any questions on the consent agenda, which includes the minutes from last meeting, vouchers and payroll, the personnel report, and the required disclosures? Any questions from the fellow boards? Thank you. Not hearing any. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Dr. Daniel?
Yes, I have like to introduce a few people. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's that time of year. So we're going to start off with our new executive director for Fort Wayne Community Schools Foundation, Rena Schoen. So Rena, if you'd stand, is Rena here? Yep, there she is. So stay standing. Okay. So Rena brings more than a decade of nonprofit leadership, fundraising, and strategic partnership experience to her role as executive director of the FWCS Foundation. Most recently, she served as Chief of Development and Strategic Partnerships at Turnstone, where during her tenure she led efforts that generated more than $41 million in philanthropic support and built partnerships that advanced the organization's mission locally, nationally, and internationally. Throughout her career, she has demonstrated a talent for building strong relationships and securing transformational investments. Her experience in strategic planning, community engagement, and resource development, combined with her commitment to creating opportunities for others, make her exceptionally well suited to lead the foundation's effort to support students in the district. So welcome. Melissa Plum, elementary director. This was a hard one, folks, because she is such a great principal. But, you know, it does take leadership at all levels, and hopefully she'll be able to steer some of our younger principals and assistant principals into a level that you achieve. Melissa Plum joined us in 1998 as a special education teacher and later served as assistant principal at Haley Elementary, Whitney Young, and Weiser Park Elementary. As an elementary director, she'll support the district's magnet programs, and she replaces Mrs. Mullins, who retired. So welcome in that role, and we expect unbelievable things. So just to let you know. Jason Balsley, Waynedale Elementary Principal. Jason brings nearly 30 years of experience in education, serving as a teacher, assistant principal, and principal at FWCS, and as far away as Texas. Since 2016, he has served as assistant principal at Glenwood Park Elementary. Throughout his career, he has worked to create positive learning environments, support student success, and build strong relationships with staff and families. At Waynedale, he replaces Christy Hoffner, who is now the principal at Holland Elementary. So big shoes, because she has things going on at Waynedale too, but I know you'll do an excellent job, so welcome. Jessica Harris, Center for Academic Success, Anthus. Jessica, you first joined FWCS in 2018 as a special education teacher at Southside High School. Most recently, she served as interim principal at Covington Elementary School and as director of education at the Allen County Juvenile Center. You have served as dean of students at James R. Watson and Waterloo Elementary Schools. So you bring a diverse background in school leadership, student support, and alternative education with a commitment to helping all students succeed. So welcome back to FWCS.
Hey.
Rachel Mers, Blackhawk Middle School Principal. Rachel joined FWCS in 2015 as a fifth grade teacher at Fairfield Elementary and became principal of Kroninger Elementary in 2021. With nearly 2 decades of experience in education, she has dedicated her career to supporting student achievement and school success. At Blackhawk, Rachel replaces Justin Herring, who has accepted another position within the district. Now, Rachel, I've gotten a lot of grief because of you leaving Kroninger, by the way. Just the other day, someone came up to me and said, wait a minute, why'd you do this? Well, we expect what's happening at Kroninger to happen at Blackhawk, and we know that your leadership can make it happen. So how many years have you been successful in IRE with 100%?
2 publicly.
2 publicly?
Yeah.
1 non-publicly. So maybe 1 more on the way. So I can just say, yeah. So that's been amazing. And again, it's Kroninger's loss, but again, you're still in that feeder system, and I know Blackhawk will welcome you. Thank you. Allison Nather, Irwin STEM Magnet School Principal. So Allison, you joined FWCS in 2008 as a 3rd grade teacher at Waynedale Elementary after teaching in North Carolina and serving as a language teacher assistant in France. Since 2011, you have served as an instructional coach at Irwin STEM Elementary School, helping lead STEM integration, professional learning, and school improvement efforts. Again, a wonderful magnet program. Always enjoy going to Irwin to see the collaboration of the teachers, but also what's happening in the whole, I'll just say, collaborative environment for our students. So wishing the best. I'm sure you do a wonderful job. Thank you. Heather Thompson, Weiser Park Steen Elementary School Principal. Heather began her career in education in 2013 as a middle school teacher in North Carolina. Over the next several years, she served as teacher, instructional coach, gifted and talented coordinator and assistant principal supporting both student achievement and teacher development. You've joined Fort Wayne Community Schools in 2020 as assistant principal at Weiser Park STEAM Magnet School. And at Weiser Park, you replaced Melissa Plum. So again, wonderful mentor, and Weiser Park has it going. So just keep the momentum flowing, as we just seen some tonight for some of the students there. So welcome, Heather, in this principalship role. That's it.
No.
I don't have any more. I'm done.
You said
I said 8. I thought I did 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I miss someone? Say Rachel. Rochelle Miller, son of a gun. She's going.
That unpredictable.
Well, hey, all I
My
can
wife's
say
a
is-
Corrigan employee. She's been dying to know this one, so.
That's right. So, hey, all I can say is welcome. And you're returning to Fort Wayne Community Schools as well after leading a boy elementary school since 2013. So you began your career in FWCS as a teacher at Brentwood in 1997 and later served as assistant principal at Portage Middle School and Forest Park Elementary School before becoming principal at Washington Center Elementary School. So at Aboit, you helped support the growth of the school's Alpha High Ability Program for advanced learners. So we look forward to your reconnecting with FWCS, but again, looking at Kroninger and the high ability there, I think that's a perfect fit for you. So wanting to use all your talents and maybe fourth year in a row? Is that happening? Okay. And if you need any help, ask. That's right. Work with Rachel. She'll help you. So welcome back to Fort Wayne Community Schools. Now, I think that's 8.
Yep, there you go. Well, on behalf of the board, welcome back, those of you who are returning. Welcome back home. We're glad you're back. And those who are advancing, I know Melissa Plum was a Weiser Park graduate, and I know moving from North Carolina, you probably aren't. But everybody's got big shoes to fill, but we're excited about the opportunities that you're going to bring to the table. With that, Steve, would you take over the Edgenuity renewal recommendation? You're welcome to leave, too. You don't have to stay, by the way.
Yeah.
It is recommended that the board renew a one-year contract with Edgenuity in the amount of $417,712. Edgenuity, through Imagine Learning, is an online learning platform that offers a wide range of courses for students in grades K through 12, including core subjects and electives. It's used for initial credit, credit recovery, credit advancement, and is aligned to state standards as well. Edgenuity courses are designed to be engaging and interactive with features like video-based lessons, interactive activities, and assessments. And we'll use money from the education fund to pay for this contract. 2 people are here: Courtney Lumley, Director of Middle Schools and Secondary Curriculum, Instruction and Assessment, and Josh Rakonen. Is that right?
Yep, indeed.
Coordinator of Experiential Learning is also here to answer any of our questions.
Thank you, Steve. I just want to forewarn everybody, I'm going to call each one of you up and ask a question so you can at least introduce yourself to our newest board member, Mr. Willie Burton. So, you're warned. Do I get a motion for the Edgenuity renewal?
Move for approval.
Second.
Thank you, Julie. Thank you, Tony. Questions for Courtney or Josh? Sure, bring it up. Come on up, George. I want to get everybody up to be our newest board member, Willie. So Josh, tell us more about Edgenuity. What is it all? It's K through 12, and what are the good things you see out of it?
Well, the good thing is that, I'll step up. The good thing is that it helps us improve graduation rates. It helps for flexibility for our students. Over the last couple of months, there's been a lot of conversation around flexibility for students that want to take more courses, credit advancement. So this gives students in middle school the chance to take a credit online, maybe outside of their normal schedule. Same with high school. And then a student that maybe struggled in a class and failed it has the opportunity to go back and retake this course via the Edgenuity platform. So it really helps our graduation rates, helps with flexibility and scheduling, and still keeping kids on track to graduate. That's the key.
And Courtney, how does this help teachers and administrators with those kids, in particular in their wants, needs, and desires?
Yeah, and welcome. It gives opportunities and flexibility for those. So one, we're able to support teachers who are helping students, working through students. We have roughly 6,000 students or 6,000 credits that have been attained through the Edgenuity platform, roughly over 3,000 students that are enrolled in courses. So it gives flexibility to be able to students to further their interest, give them options, and also for credit recovery as well.
Does this include, when you talk about credits, like college type credits or
This does for high school credit.
high school credit? Okay.
Right.
Thank you.
I do have a question. Have we always had a one-year contract with Edgenuity, or why did we switch? Or why are we only doing a year, I guess?
So for one reason, we did a year contract. So Fort Wayne Virtual has doubled in their enrollment. So as we double and look at expansion and different kind of programming options, we're exploring different vendors to see what the best fit is. So we're doing a one-year option for this round.
Excellent. Thank you.
So is this used for the virtual academy as well then?
Correct.
Okay, but you're saying, I guess what I think I hear you say is that as we grow and expand virtual, that we may look at other potential vendors?
Yes.
Any other questions? Well, you want to ask your first question?
So Vanessa's here as well. So you want to talk a little bit about Edgenuity as well?
Yeah, please, Vanessa.
Introduce yourself and where you
Clarify your graduation numbers.
So I'm Vanessa Wiss. I'm the principal at the Virtual Academy. So we did have 120 students roughly walk. We graduated almost 140 students this past year. So part of why we can do that is through the flexibility that we do get through Edgenuity. So a lot of our students come to us who need some flexibility, whether that be graduating early, needing asynchronous learning, which is what Edgenuity allows our students to do. They can speed up, they can earn credits that they may have missed in their earlier years of high school. So when students come to us, we are able to offer some opportunities that are unique to the Virtual Academy that they may not be able to get in those traditional brick and mortar schools. So that is something that Edgenuity does allow for us.
I guess, talk to me about the curriculum then. What, we just approved, I think 3 board meetings ago, science and social studies, some of these other things. How does that work in relation to Edgenuity?
So,
maybe Courtney, whoever.
At Virtual Academy, we use FWCS curriculum for our regular, more traditional style classes, but we use Edgenuity as an alternative to those classes. So it's still standards-based, it's still based on Indiana standards. It is not, though, rooted, I guess, in that traditional kind of FWCS-approved curriculum, and you guys can add in.
Yeah. I guess so. I mean, part of my thought is, though, why do we have other curriculum if we have Edgenuity? How do we, if it covers it all?
It is a good question, except for not every student has the necessary to take an asynchronous course. This is a self-paced asynchronous course. It is not teacher-led instruction. The curriculum that I've been here for previous meetings asking me to purchase is for a traditional classroom with a teacher that's guiding instruction through a lesson. This is a platform really strictly to gather content in an asynchronous, so you in a device fashion, hence the online video lessons and things. Students will work through material, they'll take their quizzes, and then they'll finish with a final exam. So it's really for those students that need to, once again, take a credit outside of their normal day. That curriculum material we've asked for previously is for that teacher-led instruction.
So it works in conjunction with, not in place of.
Correct.
I got you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Is this the program that's being used for some of our summer school classes?
It is, yep. We're currently using for summer school, and it has been a partner of ours for several years now.
Okay. Any others? All right, thank you all.
It's great to see a Panther up there, so good to see you.
Thank you. All right, all those in favor of the motion, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Thank you. Steve, could you take the emergency projects facility?
He just didn't.
I'm sorry, then I'm backwards. Maria, could you?
Nope, you're good. I didn't want to overwhelm
Nope.
Steve. You already did. Yeah, I worn out. It is recommended that the board declare an emergency for the following projects and allocate funds from the emergency allocation within the capital projects plan or CPP. And it looks like we have 2, 4, 6, 7. 7 projects listed there. It looks like 2 at Indian Village, 1 at Kikianga, 1 at Maplewood, 1 in Northside, Snyder, and then maintenance and operation. Those total funds come to $117,161. The 2026 capital projects plan consists of all capital projects that cost $10,000 or more. New projects over $10,000 determined after the CPP was approved are required to follow advertisement and approval requirements of an amended CPP. However, Indiana Code 20-40-18-6 allows the board to determine that an emergency exists and therefore amends the current CPP without the usual amendment procedures. The 2026 Operations Fund budget includes an appropriation for emergency capital projects. And Pete Smith, the Director of Maintenance and Operations, is here to answer any of our questions.
Thank you, Maria. Entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you, Maria. Thank you, Julie. Do we have questions for Pete?
Sure.
Step to the mic, buddy.
So what's glycol?
Glycol is an additive we add to the chiller system that keeps the water in the system from freezing. So we can run it at a lower temperature.
Gotcha. And what kind of equipment would use a chilled water pump?
Well, when we have,
For a regular water pump?
well, that is basically a water pump. We have hot water pumps and chilled water pumps. So years ago, we used to have what's called 2-pipe systems. You either ran heating or cooling. Over the course of time, now we have 4-pipe systems that you can run the heating and the cooling at the same time more efficiently. So we have hundreds upon hundreds of different types of pumps throughout the system.
Okay, any other questions? Did the fuel spill cause an environmental concern?
It caused a concern, but we were very lucky in the fact that when the fuel spilled, it did not get into the junk ditch, which is just east of our fueling station. So we were able to contain that. Then we engaged with a company called Willow Creek Environmental. They actually did the cleanup. Of course, we had to file that with IDEM, and they went through that process as well.
How extensive was it?
We lost about 130 gallons of fuel. So the cleanup was more extensive than we thought, but we were able to capture that spilled fuel before it got down to the creek. If it would have got to the creek, it would have been catastrophic, quite honestly. So we've implemented a number of different procedures to prevent that from happening again.
Is this like at a pump station or something?
Yeah, we have a fueling station of both diesel and unleaded at Catalpa.
And so it just leaked, or there was a...
Well, it was a confluence of events. We have sensors in the tank. One of the sensors got hung up, so it read with our automated tank sensor system that we had less fuel than we actually had. So when we went to fill the tanks are 10,000 gallon capacity. We got a full load of 7,500 gallons. Although we had more fuel than we thought, it overflowed the tank. Now there is a device, a pressure vacuum breaker valve, that's supposed to shut off to prevent this from happening. That device failed. So immediately we hit the emergency stopper, the tanker did, but in that process it took about 45 seconds for that to happen. Some fuel overflowed, and that's what the spill was.
And then 117, roughly, how are we doing compared to budget?
The total budget for that line item is $300,000, so this is the first draw on that, so 1/3 of the way through.
Fingers crossed. Right?
Fingers crossed, that's right.
Thanks, Pete. Any other questions
Sure
for Pete? Thank you, Pete. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Thank you. Willie, construction contract amendment and approval, please.
It is recommended that the board approve a contract amendment with Hagerman Incorporated for the Transportation Center expansion and renovation project, as well as a construction contract with Automated Logic for temperature controls at the Transportation Center. Contractor, Hagerman Incorporated. The amendment amount, $7,167,745. Total contract amount, and then with Automatic Logic, the total contract amount, $218,420. The project consists of the expansion and renovation of the Fort Wayne Community Schools Transportation Center. The contract procurement method for this project is the construction manager and as is the construction manager as constructor CMC for publicly funded projects as liable per Indiana Code 5-32. This amendment established the final overall guaranteed maximum price for the project. The existing building animation systems or controls are proprietary and Automated Logic is the single source vendor for this work. The contracts for the project will utilize the 2023 general obligation bond and 2026 facilities improvements lease. Heather Krebs, Facilities Director, will be available to answer questions.
Thank you. I entertain a motion.
So moved.
Thank you. Thank you, Julie. Questions for Heather Krebs?
Sure.
Please step to the mic, young lady.
So has construction started?
Not yet.
Not yet? When's the?
Ready to go. Within the next few weeks.
Okay. And what's the timetable?
The timetable would be, it's a little over a year for completion. We would move into the first phase of the expansion right around spring break, and then move into renovating the existing portion of the building with plans to occupy that right around the start of the school year.
Remind me, so what actually has to be, added now that we have, the one single transportation center? But
so what we've found is the operations space, the actual office space, is much too small to house the number of drivers and personnel that we have in transportation to do all of our routing and various activities there. We're also woefully short with training and break facilities for our drivers. So the existing building right now is just a little over 15,000 square feet. This new addition will add about 8,000 square feet, which roughly doubles the size of the existing office area, plus adds 2,600 square feet of that training space.
So nothing added really like to the bays?
The maintenance bays remain the same size, same number of bays. We are replacing the bus lifts, though. You approved those probably 2 months ago.
Okay. Cool. Thanks.
You're welcome.
And I know normally it says whether or not everything came in on budget. Is everything still on budget for this project? Or?
Yes, we're within the program budget. Thank you.
Any other questions for Heather? Thank you, Heather. We'll see you again shortly. All those in favor of this motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Thank you. It's recommended the board approve the purchase of furniture from Sealy Office Solutions in the amount of $337,278.26. There's furniture going into human resources area and transportation for that total amount. These purchases will provide new office system furniture for the HR department located within Grile Administrative Building, as well as the expansion and renovation of the FWCS Transportation Center. FWCS was able to secure pricing that's below pricing available through the Omnia and TIPS National Purchasing Cooperatives. Any law does not require public bidding for purchases made at or below approved cooperative purchasing entities. Funding will be from the 2024 General Obligation Bond and 2026 Facilities Improvement Lease Bond, and Heather is still here to answer questions. Entertain a motion.
So moved.
Thank you, Maria.
Second.
Thank you, Tony. Questions for Heather? Been up and met Willie. But
Did you have a breakdown of what all we're getting?
I do have a breakdown, but I would have to share that with you separately. I don't have that with me.
No worries.
And does this mean Rashonda's getting all new furniture or just in the new part?
Rashonda is getting all new furniture as part of this.
Probably not until next year.
It will be next year. So said we'll move into the new edition in spring of 2027. Rashonda is in the portion that's being renovated, so she will not get her new furniture until probably August, September of 27. Sorry, Rashonda.
So Michelle's going to be a step ahead of her.
Yes, okay. Michelle will be a little bit ahead of her.
Thank you, Heather. Any other questions? Thank you, Heather. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Thank you. Board member comments, Steve.
Yes, sir. Last Thursday, I had a chance to attend a state workshop sponsored by the Indiana School Boards Association and the associations representing superintendents and budgeting folks. It was interesting, and the presentation that really captured my attention was something called Efficiency Scan and Fiscal Analysis of Indiana School Corporations. And in part, and I'll send it to all of you, they talked about accountability, and the slide here says applying the same standard to everyone.
That's a tenant.
And it says if you want to make data-driven policy decisions around education, set up the data to do that for everyone. All public schools, traditional and charter, should face the same performance benchmarks, data requirements, and efficiency metrics. Two other bullet points. Charter central office costs are invisible. They, per school Form 9 filing, means no one knows how much money leaves Indiana through multi-state operators. And then finally, charters are reported to be held accountable through closure for academic performance. However, that has rarely occurred in recent years. Closures typically result from finances or enrollment and not academics. Anyway, there's a boatload of information for us. But bottom line is, if you're going to hold us accountable, hold everyone accountable. And I know that in the last General Assembly session, they want some studies to take a look at whether we're doing all that we can to maximize savings and reduce expenditures. And they said, we're doing a really good job on that. So anyway, I will send that to you and have at it. You can read it while you're having breakfast tomorrow morning.
Thank you, Steve. Maria?
No comment.
Julie?
No. Hope everyone's having a wonderful summer. That's my only comment.
Tony?
I'll echo that. Hope everybody's having a great summer, but no comment, no.
All right. Willie Burton?
Thank you. Just thanks to everyone up here and for all being so welcoming. I look forward to working with all of you. It's a good team to be a part of. I'm happy to be here. Educators as well, staff, and our students and parents. And just a brief comment about us as a district, and as our summer has getting started, going to community events, seeing educators still involved in being a part of our children's lives outside of school is exciting to see. So keep that up, building those relationships and make your jobs a lot easier during the school year. So I always enjoy seeing that from our professionals.
Thank you, Willie. Dr. Daniel?
So there are a couple of people we need to introduce Willie to. So Rashonda, you can stand. So, and what is it that you do?
I'm Rashonda Armstrong. I'm the director of transportation here.
All right.
Yeah,
What's that?
She's good, Mike.
So can't all hear. Sorry. Darren, you're up next.
Good afternoon. Good evening now. I'm Rashonda Armstrong. I'm the director of transportation. And thank you all for approving
the new furniture.
The construction so I can get out my very small office, expand a little bit, but my team truly appreciate it.
Thank you, Rashonda.
Okay, Darren.
Darren Hess, Executive Director Operations. So I have transportation, facilities, maintenance and operations, and the Helen P. Brown Natatorium. So again, thank you for the expansion for transportation, approving that tonight, because, I want to meet with Rashonda. There's not even a conference room to meet in. So definitely needed. So appreciate it.
Thank you, Derek. So Michael.
Mike Manuel, Director of Security, District.
Okay. And although you're not our employee, you're still
I'm not officially employed by FWCS, but I represent Sodexo. I'm the general manager. I've been here for about 8 months, but we provide all custodial services and then some light maintenance when Pete pushes it off onto us. So,
Can you remind us of your name? I'm sorry.
what's that?
Can you remind us of your name?
Yes, my name is Ryan Kasmarski. I apologize. Sorry.
No, you're completely fine.
Are you calling from Evansville, right, Brad?
So I grew up in Granger, Indiana. I went to.
Yeah, you're a Penn guy. Yeah, we know that part. But
I was gonna say something last week.
Yeah.
Leave you guys in Assembly State, but I didn't rub the road. But I lived in Evansville for about 15 and a half years. I went to USI, and then I worked in facilities for about 14 years there. So.
Well, thanks. We're glad you're with us.
So we also have cabinet members. So David, why don't you start?
Yep, I'm David Ament. I'm the general counsel or legal counsel for the district for at least about 2 more months. I'm sure we'll do some sort of orientation for you at some point as well. So you'll be hearing more from us.
I'm Michelle Bosworth, Chief Human Resources Officer. I've been with the district for about 8.5 months. Excited to have you on the board. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm Joe Brown. I'll just talk really loud. I'm the Chief Academic Officer, so oversee all of our academic departments in the schools. So I'll be inviting you to school visits soon.
Looking forward to it.
And good evening, Shanita Bolton. I'm the Chief Family and Community Engagement and School Success Officer, and everything across the street, Edward.
And you met Krista a little bit earlier, so I think that's it.
Okay. Any other comments or words? Well, Willie, I just want to say we're thrilled you're joining us and happy you're here and look forward to working with you. As Julie and Tony, and I know the rest of the board, hope everybody's having a great summer, as we won't see anybody for another month almost. I hope everybody has a great 4th of July. I know between now and then we have new teacher orientation that some of us, if not all of us, will be at, so we're excited about that. And with that, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Julie. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right, those opposed? Thank you. Have a wonderful week.
That's
I'm really good for all of this.